Welcome back to Rise Mentor Lab. My name is Afan. I am so happy you are here today. Today is a big day for your English speaking. We are going to do something very powerful together. You will speak 300 real-life English sentences with me. These are sentences real people use every single day, at the office, at the shop, with friends, with family. Every sentence is real. Every sentence is useful. Here is how this works. I will say a sentence. You will repeat it after me. You will repeat it 2 times. Not 1. 2. Why 2 times? Because your mouth needs practice. The first time, your mouth gets to know the words. The second time, your mouth starts to remember. This is called shadowing. It is the fastest way to speak better. We have 3 sections today. Section 1 has 100 simple sentences. Section 2 has 100 medium sentences. Section 3 has 100 advanced sentences. Each section is a little harder than the last. But I will help you. I will explain the hard words. I will make everything easy to understand. One important rule. Please do not skip any section. I know Section 1 may feel easy for you, but easy practice builds strong habits. Strong habits build confident speakers. So stay with me. Do every sentence. Do every section. Before we begin, get yourself ready. Sit in a quiet place. Sit up straight. Take a deep breath. Relax your shoulders. You are about to speak English for the next hour. Your mouth will get tired. That is a good sign. It means you are working hard. It means you are growing. Are you ready? Good. Let's begin. Section 1. Simple sentences. These sentences are short and easy. You use them every day, maybe without thinking. Now you will say them in English. Listen to me. Then repeat after me 2 times. Let's go. I woke up early today. I woke up early today. I made some tea. I made some tea. I opened the window. I opened the window. The sun is shining. The sun is shining. It is a little cold outside. It is a little cold outside. I put on my jacket. I put on my jacket. I packed my bag. I packed my bag. I locked the door. I locked the door. I walked to the bus stop. I walked to the bus stop. The bus was on time. The bus was on time. I found a seat. I found a seat. The ride was short. The ride was short. I arrived at the office. I arrived at the office. I said good morning. I said good morning. I sat at my desk. I sat at my desk. I turned on my computer. I turned on my computer. I checked my emails. I checked my emails. I had a lot of messages. I had a lot of messages. I replied to the important ones. I replied to the important ones. I made a list of tasks. I made a list of tasks. The first task was easy. The first task was easy. I finished it quickly. I finished it quickly. I felt good after that. I felt good after that. It was time for a small break. It was time for a small break. I got up and stretched. I got up and stretched. Note: stretched means you moved your arms and body to relax your muscles. I went to get some water. I went to get some water. I talked to a coworker. I talked to a coworker. We laughed about something funny. We laughed about something funny. I went back to my desk. I went back to my desk. I worked for 2 more hours. I worked for 2 more hours. I was hungry by noon. I was hungry by noon. I went to the canteen. I went to the canteen. Note: canteen is a place inside a building where you buy and eat food. I ordered rice and vegetables. I ordered rice and vegetables. The food smelled really good. The food smelled really good. I sat with my team. I sat with my team. We ate and talked together. We ate and talked together. Lunch went by fast. Lunch went by fast. I went back to finish my work. I went back to finish my work. My phone rang. My phone rang. It was my friend Afan calling. It was my friend Afan calling. He asked if I was free tonight. He asked if I was free tonight. I said yes, maybe after 7. I said yes, maybe after 7. We planned to meet for dinner. We planned to meet for dinner. I was excited about that. I was excited about that. I finished my last task. I finished my last task. I saved my work and logged off. I saved my work and logged off. I packed my things. I packed my things. I said goodbye to everyone. I said goodbye to everyone. I took the train home. I took the train home. The train was a little crowded. The train was a little crowded. I stood near the door. I stood near the door. I listened to music on the way. I listened to music on the way. I got home in 30 minutes. I got home in 30 minutes. I changed my clothes. I changed my clothes. I washed my face. I washed my face. I sat on the sofa for a moment. I sat on the sofa for a moment. I felt tired but happy. I felt tired but happy. It was a good day. It was a good day. I had a lot done. I had a lot done. I checked the time. I checked the time. It was already 6:30. It was already 6:30. I needed to leave soon. I needed to leave soon. I put on my shoes again. I put on my shoes again. I grabbed my wallet. I grabbed my wallet. I stepped outside. I stepped outside. The evening air felt fresh. The evening air felt fresh. I walked to the restaurant. I walked to the restaurant. Afan was already there. Afan was already there. He waved at me. He waved at me. We shook hands and smiled. We shook hands and smiled. We ordered quickly. We ordered quickly. The food arrived in 10 minutes. The food arrived in 10 minutes. We talked the whole time. We talked the whole time. It was a great evening. It was a great evening. I got home before 10. I got home before 10. I brushed my teeth. I brushed my teeth. I turned off the lights. I turned off the lights. I fell asleep quickly. I fell asleep quickly. Great work. You just finished section 1. 100 sentences done. You are doing amazing. Keep going. Section 2 is next. Section 2, medium. Sentences. Now we move to section 2. These sentences are a little longer. You will use them at work, with friends, and in daily life. Some words may be new. I will explain them. Remember. Repeat every sentence 2 times. I have been very busy this week. I have been very busy this week. I am trying to stay on top of things. I am trying to stay on top of things. Note. Stay on top of things means keeping everything under control and not falling behind. The project deadline is coming very soon. The project deadline is coming very soon. I need to submit my report by Friday. I need to submit my report by Friday. I have already finished half of it. I have already finished half of it. I just need a few more hours. I just need a few more hours. Could you please check this for me? Could you please check this for me? I think there might be a small mistake. I think there might be a small mistake. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. I really value your opinion. I really value your opinion. Note, value your opinion means you think their thoughts are important and worth hearing. She has been working here for 5 years. She has been working here for 5 years. She knows everything about this place. She knows everything about this place. I always go to her when I have questions. I always go to her when I have questions. She never gets frustrated with me. She never gets frustrated with me. Note. Frustrated means feeling annoyed or upset because something is not going well. I am thinking about taking a short holiday. I am thinking about taking a short holiday. I have not traveled anywhere in months. I have not traveled anywhere in months. I need a break from the routine. I need a break from the routine. Note: routine means the regular things you do every day in the same order. Afan told me about a beautiful city nearby. Afan told me about a beautiful city nearby. He said the food there is amazing. He said the food there is amazing. He also said the hotels are not too expensive. He also said the hotels are not too expensive. I am seriously considering going next month. I am seriously considering going next month. I need to check if I have enough saved. I need to check if I have enough saved. Would you mind looking at this document? Would you mind looking at this document? Note: would you mind is a polite way to ask someone to do something. I am not sure I understood the instructions. I am not sure I understood the instructions. Could you explain it one more time? Could you explain it one more time? I want to make sure I get it right. I want to make sure I get it right. He tends to speak very fast sometimes. He tends to speak very fast sometimes. Note: tends to means someone usually does something or often behaves in a certain way. I have to ask him to slow down. I have to ask him to slow down. He never minds when I ask. He never minds when I ask. That is what I like about him. That is what I like about him. We have known each other since school. We have known each other since school. We went through a lot together. We went through a lot together. Good friends are really hard to find. Good friends are really hard to find. I do not take that for granted. I do not take that for granted. Note: take for granted means not appreciating something because you are too used to having it. I need to renew my gym membership. I need to renew my gym membership. I stopped going a few weeks ago. I stopped going a few weeks ago. I kept making excuses to skip it. I kept making excuses to skip it. That needs to change starting today. That needs to change starting today. I feel much better when I exercise. I feel much better when I exercise. My energy goes up. My mood improves. My energy goes up. My mood improves. I should go at least 3 times a week. I should go at least 3 times a week. That is a realistic goal for me right now. That is a realistic goal for me right now. Note: realistic goal means a target that is possible and not too hard to reach. I noticed he was upset about something. I noticed he was upset about something. I asked if everything was okay. I asked if everything was okay. He said he was just a little stressed. He said he was just a little stressed. I told him I was there if he needed to talk. I told him I was there if he needed to talk. He smiled and said thank you. He smiled and said thank you. Sometimes just being there is enough. Sometimes just being there is enough. I am planning to wake up earlier tomorrow. I am planning to wake up earlier tomorrow. I want to have more time in the morning. I want to have more time in the morning. Mornings feel calmer before the day gets busy. Mornings feel calmer before the day gets busy. I might try reading for 30 minutes. I might try reading for 30 minutes. I have a book I have been meaning to start. I have a book I have been meaning to start. Note: been meaning to means you have been wanting to do something but have not done it yet. I just never seem to find the time. I just never seem to find the time. But if I wake up earlier, I will have it. But if I wake up earlier, I will have it. Small changes really do add up over time. Small changes really do add up over time. Note: add up means small things slowly become big when you collect them together. Excellent. You have completed 200 sentences. You are doing so well. Your English is getting stronger with every sentence. Now let's take on the final section. Section 3 is the most challenging, but you are ready. I believe in you. Let's finish strong. Section 3. Advanced sentences. Welcome to the final section. These sentences are longer and more complex. They are the kind of sentences you hear at work, in meetings, in discussions, in real adult conversations. I will explain every difficult sentence for you. Stay focused. Keep repeating. You are almost there. I have been trying to manage my time more effectively. Note, manage time effectively means using your time in a smart way so you get more done. The situation has become more complicated than expected. Note, more complicated than expected means harder and more confusing than you thought it would be. We need to come up with a better solution. Note, come up with means to think of or create something new. I believe we are heading in the right direction. Note, heading in the right direction means moving toward the correct goal. The data clearly supports our initial findings. Note, initial findings means the first results or discoveries from a study or project. She has demonstrated strong leadership qualities. Note, demonstrated means shown through action. Leadership qualities means the skills of a good leader. I want to acknowledge everyone's effort on this. Note, acknowledge means to recognize and give credit to someone for what they did. We should review the plan before we proceed. Note, proceed means to continue or move forward with something. His approach to the problem was quite innovative. Note, innovative means new, creative, and different from what was done before. I am committed to delivering the best results possible. Note, committed to means fully determined and dedicated to doing something. We need to take a long-term view on this issue. Note, long-term view means thinking about what will happen in the future, not just right now. The feedback we received was mostly positive. There are still a few concerns we need to address. Note, address concerns means to deal with problems or worries by giving attention to them. I think this proposal has a lot of potential. Note, potential means the possibility to grow or become very good in the future. We just need to refine it a little more. Note, refine means to improve something by making small, careful changes. She consistently performs above expectations. Note, consistently means all the time, not just sometimes. Above expectations means better than what was hoped. I would strongly recommend her for this position. He struggled at first, but eventually found his footing. Note, found his footing means he became steady, comfortable, and more confident over time. This is a critical moment for our entire team. Note, critical moment means a very important time where decisions really matter. Every decision we make now will have lasting consequences. Every decision we make now will have lasting consequences. Note, lasting consequences means effects that stay for a long time into the future. I appreciate your honesty, even when it is difficult to hear. I appreciate your honesty, even when it is difficult to hear. We should not underestimate the challenges ahead of us. We should not underestimate the challenges ahead of us. Note, underestimate means to think something is smaller or easier than it really is. I have full confidence in this team's ability to succeed. I have full confidence in this team's ability to succeed. Let us stay focused and not lose sight of our goal. Let us stay focused and not lose sight of our goal. Note, lose sight of the goal means to forget what you are working toward. I suggest we revisit this topic at our next meeting. I suggest we revisit this topic at our next meeting. Note, revisit means to come back to something and think about it again later. The results were better than anything we had anticipated. The results were better than anything we had anticipated. Note, anticipated means expected or predicted before something happened. That gives me a lot of hope for what comes next. That gives me a lot of hope for what comes next. I think we need to be transparent about our limitations. I think we need to be transparent about our limitations. Note, transparent means being open and honest. Limitations means the things you cannot do or do not have. It is better to be honest now than to overpromise. It is better to be honest now than to overpromise. Note, overpromise means saying you can do more than you actually can. I have been reflecting on my performance this quarter. I have been reflecting on my performance this quarter. Note, reflecting on means thinking deeply and carefully about something from the past. I see areas where I can clearly do better. I see areas where I can clearly do better. I am taking steps to improve those areas right now. I am taking steps to improve those areas right now. Growth only happens when you are willing to be honest with yourself. Growth only happens when you are willing to be honest with yourself. A fawn once told me that patience is a form of strength. A fawn once told me that patience is a form of strength. I have come to believe that is absolutely true. I have come to believe that is absolutely true. The most successful people are not the fastest. The most successful people are not the fastest. They are the ones who never stop showing up. They are the ones who never stop showing up. Note, showing up means continuing to try, work, and be present every day without giving up. I am genuinely grateful for this opportunity. I am genuinely grateful for this opportunity. Note, genuinely grateful means truly thankful from the heart. I do not take any of this for granted. I do not take any of this for granted. Every day is a chance to learn something new. Every day is a chance to learn something new, and I intend to make the most of every single one. And I intend to make the most of every single one. Note, make the most of means to use something as fully and well as you possibly can. You did it! 300 sentences. All 3 sections. You finished everything. That is not easy. That takes real commitment and focus. You should be truly proud of yourself right now. Conclusion. Welcome to the end of today's session. This is Afan from Rise Mentor Lab, and I want to say something to you. What you just did takes real effort. You stayed, you listened, you repeated. You did not give up when it got hard. That is the sign of a true learner. That is the sign of someone who will succeed. Now here is your challenge for this week. Come back to this video tomorrow. practice it again, and again the day after. Every time you practice, you get smoother. Every time you repeat, your brain locks it in. That is how fluency is built. Slowly, steadily, surely. Think of it like a muscle. You do not get strong after one day at the gym. You get strong after weeks of showing up. English speaking is exactly the same. Show up every day, practice every day, and the results will come. I promise you that. If this helped you today, please like this video. It only takes 1 second, but it means a lot. It helps Rise Mentor Lab reach more learners. And that is what we are here to do. Subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. Turn on the bell so you never miss a lesson. Share this with someone who wants to speak better. Leave a comment telling me which section helped most. I read every single comment. I mean that. Thank you for trusting Rise Mentor Lab. I am proud of you. Keep going. Your English is growing every single day.